put in my car to B of A, get in the door, and whatever I got to do. And then I tripped over Billy. He's laying on the ground. And Billy tells me a story. I came back from the military. My wife left me. That's what he's saying. Billy, stop it. She wasn't good enough for you. Okay? Knock off. Let's get you on your feet. Let's figure a way. See, the way we treat our military when they come back, it's like, shit, it pisses me off. That's why we got to change it. We got to fix it. Not these governors in California, Governor Newsom's an idiot. If it was legal, I'd take him outside and beat the shit out of him. He's an idiot. He let everybody leave the state without giving them tax benefits. Elon Musk, he pissed off. We lost a team in Oakland to go to Las Vegas. They even blew up a hotel for the team. It's called stupid. So let's understand something flat out. We get to play, and you could have made $1,000 today. 10 people. Get them to a webinar or anything I do as an event. And what happens when they buy, you get 10%. I'll Zelle you or put your store credit. Billy, all right, created so many referral base. He's now in his 800 score. All right, office fee. From there, $1 million of credit, ends Repackage his life, helping other people. See, when you find a purpose, you really push it forward. I never had a purpose besides helping people. There's my purpose. It makes sense. You should actually make a friend make a buck. Give people to my programs. Find out the truth. Help me help you and help other people. Referral or affiliate program. There's some money you make today. What happens is we look at today's date, not tomorrow's, today. Every day for the next 90 days, you have to accomplish something. You have to accomplish part of your goal. And I'll help you do most of the rebuild you anyway. So that's what we have to do. Now, I only show goodies I obtained, okay? Your goal should be $10,000 a month, $50,000 a month, $100,000 a month. I'm going to call it auto income because that's what I've always called it since I was a little kid. I like making millions and billions. Would you like to join me yet? But again, as a little boy, these people would come up because they know I was being used and abused. Nobody gave a shit. I'm on the pier, 3 years old. You have a trash can. Nobody said, "Where's mommy and daddy?" Didn't get one of those. All right, that's on TV. It's all I know. So you know what I respond to? They say, "How you doing?" I want to be nosy. My response was always good. Always good. First of all, I wasn't going to give them my peace. I wasn't shut them down. That became my signature all my life. Always good. Always good. Thank you, Jesus. Simple. That's how I look at it. So what do we have the choice and chance to do today? Boring and steady. I never wanted to run a business. I started one of the largest donut chains in the world. I didn't run it. Largest cleaning company. Satellite manufacturing installation. Even a program in Mexico, being a Maquiladora program. All kinds of stuff. I remember having my Shakey's pizzas, my shopping centers, my 31 flavors, and my Subways. I didn't run this damn business. Why would I do that? Why would I waste my time when a management company could do that and I could free up my time to do something else? That's why I wrote Cash Flow for You Time. You're going to take a picture in a moment. We're going to take a corporation and rebuild you, 100,000 to 9 cards, 9 divisions, $1 million credit off 1 card. And then each division is going to own something different. Do you want to partner with me yet? Would you like 25%, 50, or 75? Or are you just a looky-loo? Because there are looky-loos too, and there's lazy people too. Which one are you? Are you real? Or you just want to go the rest of your life? You had your chance. Let me take over for a while. Take your picture. That should be printed in color, laminated, and on the refrigerator at your home and your desk and your kitchen table. There's your future. That's what you didn't do and you're going to do. Everything you drive by, you should say, who owns that? Who owns that? Who owns that? But here's our problem. To get into a business or partner with me, we need money. I don't want your damn money. I want to build you 100,000 in credit. I want you to use the corporate credit to put that 25%, 50 or 75 into a project and write it off on your taxes. It's like handing you a free life if you follow through. But again, it's going to be up to you. That's how I want you to do it. But we're going to take the form that's been modified 5 times now. since 1984. Your corporation will own a piece of a Wendy's storage unit, apartment complex, some piece. What does that mean? Your division will own a piece. If you allow your corporation to do business, I think that's stupid. I think if you named it after you, that's called stupid. If you name what it does, that's called double stupid. See, a corporation is the duck and a sheep, but you don't do business, it owns the divisions. A corporate umbrella means the entity's the duck and the sheep. My corporations, one of them will be number 4. If I need a 4A, B, and C all the way down, I'll get other people to partner with me. Problem in 2008, 7, 8, 9, I had too many escrows going. I want to buy up the world just for the fun of it. So I had to get my clients, and I call them my soldiers, how to get into business. So I do all the work, and they get basically up to 25 to 50%, 75. How much would you like? See, this is where you get real. This is where you stop what you're doing, knock off the crap, and lock into a program with me, because you're going to be in an escrow pretty soon. And if you always think about it, then go away. And once you have to think about it, always are looky-loos. It's called do it or don't do it. I've been partnering with people since 1987. I'm the real deal, and I'm not full of crap. Not everybody likes me, not everybody likes you. But I like making millions and billions. It makes sense if you play. Take a picture. There's your checklist. It tells you everything you need to play with me, your corp, your divisions, how we're going to take the credit through an escrow. You're part of it. You're going to be part of the whole thing. No one can rip you off. No one can screw you over besides you not following through. The income, and it goes up after we build reserve. We're going to leverage it so we go at 10 locations. I like goodies. You like goodies? 2007, 8, 9, I was $100,000 apart with me, 100 grand. People would wire that 10 times a day. I'd do $1 million a day for the hell of it, just in this program and other programs. But it wasn't me, it was a corporation, of course. Here's what's going to happen if you're serious. If you're serious, you and I are on the phone personally every other week. Every other week. Everything we talk about is transcribed. Everything. And I'm going to tell you what to do, and you're going to follow through. Then I'm going to have a boot camp. The boot camp means, all right, the summits, and I have 3 or 4 a year. You get to go through them for free if you partner with me. All of them. All of them. See, you got to hear it again and again. Is it in person or online? This room holds 25 people. All right, I plan on after this week being half sold out. You might miss your opportunity because you had to think about it. This program to partner with me is $30,000. $30,000. Okay? It used to be $100,000. But then I got Bill here going, Ray, you offered it a year ago or a month ago, blah, blah, blah. I said, well, you're a procrastinator. If you want to partner with me, it's now or never. Now or never. Because if you don't lock in something to say you're serious, we take you off the list. And we don't check it twice. We just figured you didn't want to play. If you did it tonight, it is $19,999. Simple. And John says, well, you offered it for 10 a week ago. Yeah, I did. And John, you had to think about it. You blew it. You see, I'm the best game in town. That's not to be arrogant. That's because I believe in me. I believe in the gifts God gave me. So for 20 grand, I'm going to give you part of a piece of the action. We're going to play. Scan the QR code. Scan it. Because that way you can get into a program with me. All right, with no hesitation. There's a 3-day summit coming up. This is where you learn to be a puppet master. Write down puppet master. This is where you and I'll be standing here for 3 days straight with you online or in here in this room. In this room. No BS to give you besides the truth. June 27th, 28th, 29th. Write it down. This is life-changing. This is make a decision now or never. All right, because if you blow it, that's on you again and again. It's how you learn to be in an escrow coming July, August, and September. What do? Simple. This is part of the package if you want it. All right, every time for free. It's a 3-day event. Very simple. What's going to happen is we're going to go through all the 18 books and CDs, the Millionaires Founders Kit, Becoming the Bank, Buckets of Money, Tax Balancing, and Real Estate, the way to play. controlling up to 2.2 billion in real estate. Kind of fun stuff. But again, what happens is this is a 3-day event. All right, you get $50,000 of credit with it. All right, if you bought it by itself, and it is $5,000. So with the $5,000 expense and the 50,000 credit you get to the summit and the summit. If you bought the coaching and you partner with me, it's free. If you play with me and you make a decision today, no excuses. I got more escrows coming than I have people. So that's my point. You got to get you. There's a QR code if you just want to do the 3-day summit. There you go. Scan it. As we play, there's a Zelle. Take a picture. I believe and I love Zelle because the banks got together on July 6, 2022 and bought it. Ray at raisecredit.com is a Zelle. If you're serious tonight and you can't pay all $20,000 into that partnership with me, Zelle a deposit of $3,000 to $5,000. Lock it in. If not, you blew it again. See, that's on you. The other ability is you always call the office and take away the excuses. 800-254-9506. A puppet master. I have 1,000 clients that are puppet masters that I've trained over the years. Shaq is not, all right, does he make pizzas and pretzels? No. Mr. Buffett is a puppet master. His company owns hundreds of companies, all right, and that's simple. But he stepped down, but he's still telling me what to do. See, what happens is he can never stop the wheel from turning the moment you start going, because that's how a puppet master doesn't pay tax. Simple. There's me. What do you see? 2 cars, part of a car collection, and 2 buildings. I see 1,013 divisions, by the way, because I want to separate every piece and liability and become the bank. But again, it's your choice. If we play, we're going to know about Ray Reynolds University, which I set up years ago, and that's what I wanted to do to help people. Back then, I did not tell people my story. I just showed them the glory. Coming back from a coma, I showed them the story and I had to build it up again. The Millionaire's Founders Kit is your blueprint of success. The office will sell it to you for $1,000. I give it away for half price. I haven't had a paycheck for 35 years. Don't seem to need one. $4.99. If you want to do real estate the way I created Homestead Block or UCC One Chattel Mortgage, how about become the bank of buckets of money and tax balancing? That series out there too. Office sells it for basically $19.99. I sell them both for $1,000. See, when you play with me on a line, on like this broadcast, you get to play and save a little bit of money. Now, here's your problem, I believe. And I believe you all did this. You sit at the kitchen table to start your business with your friends and family. Homie, we're going to start a business. Oh, goody. We're going to jack up the credit cards. We're going to drop the score. We're going to get stuck. We can't get any more. We're going to bring the pain home to you and me and hawk our house too and be stupid. That's what people do. See, because of the lack of knowledge, they brought the damn pain home. Your lack of knowledge brought the pain home to you. Rules and tools, the only way to play the game to win, to never bring the pain home again. Simple. Since I didn't have a family and a home really as a kid, so I always don't, when I got a wife and 6 kids and a bunch of grandkids, I don't want to bring the pain home. There's the goal. So let's understand something. Write down safety credit, line of defense, line of defense. What's going to happen is this. When I was training Yarborough, he was TRW Sperian, security chief. I created something that all your dashboards follow. 0 to 29 is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. Simple. When you jack up a card, you drop your score, got stuck, couldn't get any more. Nobody's teaching rules and tools, and they should. What do? All cards fluctuate. Write it down. All cards fluctuate but 2. All cards but 2. Simple. Gold and platinum cards do not fluctuate at all. And don't tell me they got to pay at the end of the month, because they don't, because I helped them 17 years ago to do paid over time limit. So that doesn't happen. What happens is we can max them out as long as we maintain a payment up to $1 million, so we don't drop our score, so we can go get some more. Your lack of knowledge brought the pain home. You're going to learn to do it my way because it makes sense. My way works, the world's way sucks, in my opinion. What are we going to do? Simple. Raise rules and tools. There's the goal. What happens next is very simple. We're going to plan the problem. We are going to plan the problem. So if we have a problem, it's a division. And if we have a bad division, we're going to disconnect it. We're going to isolate, incorporate, and as you what, keep all the other pieces. We're always going to play the game to win. We don't bring the pain home again and again like you did. What's a corporation again? Legal person. Your corp's allowed 4 things. It's raised rules. Buffer tax, no tax is due to your profitable. Corporate credit, it's all the damn write-off. All of this is a write-off, interest rate credit card. The car's fleet price, and you get the buffet at the hotel. Division is your line of defense. Your name's not on it. The world needs to use divisions on every type of business. It's a line of defense. They're cheap, multiple functions, buy at wholesale price, and make sure you understand multiple credit reports and separate liability for real estate. See, we have to build a line of defense because we all have an oh shit day, month, week, or year. It's the division, not the corporate, the family anymore. We're going to build a true corporate umbrella my way, and that's the ultimate goal. We're going to get you up to that million to billion if you want, but it's up to you. We play the game to win. When we buy a 64-unit apartment complex, Danny's a partner. You're supposed to get 66 divisions. One bought it, one guaranteed it, and one for every tenant. Every tenant will become the bank up to 30 years. And you'll turn this into a big project like Linda's project. It should be about a $50 million project. So understand division process. Banks want the corp and the division to be 2 years old for a line of credit. We can build credit cards to you in the corp now as it's aging anyway. Well, what do? 9 divisions always need to be 18. 9 to what? Daisy chain credit, 9 for 9 locations. 18 has to be 36. 36 has to be 72, and on and on. So the divisions are pretty important as we do all these pieces. Divisions are the ducks and the sheeps to try. But again, it's going to be up to you. In my books over 35 years ago, you will see this pattern here. Corp, divisions, subdivisions, and more. That's how we built up to $16 million of credit at the time, because each division did $1 million. Closing 623 locations of a Subway. Banks, Sam's Club, Walmart. What do? They're closing. They keep all the assets and write off the debts, get rid of the lease. See, they know how to play the game and you don't. Branch, tax ID, subsidiary. You will set up a corp with divisions and then tax ID. Debt will follow tax ID. We will build that $1 million of credit right away. But again, you're going to have to follow through a little bit too. Gold and platinum cards do not fluctuate. That's why we use them for safety credit. As we look at this, American Express is offering 99 more cards. That's daisy chaining up to $100 million, by the way. Manageable debt, $100,000 or personal, auto income. All right, $1 million of corporate credit, and then you leverage money. If you would have leveraged the money you waste in your life so far, you would have become a billionaire through the corporate structure. But again, it's a choice. If we take corporate credit, borrow money is not taxable. We use that to buy the lifetime income. That's a 4-plex apartment complex. That is a franchise. When I helped set up dashboards with Yarborough in the 70s and 80s, 87 we created, then all of a sudden you got CBI, Equifax, and TransUnion, Fullerton in California copying our stuff anyway. I set up the original dashboard to create credit files under tax ID in 87. I still use it to this day, instant credit files for the corporation and tax IDs. Do you want to be a millionaire yet? Say no. Corporate millionaire? Oh yeah. What does this mean? If we take a corporation, I rebuild you and the corporation and the division process, 9 divisions up to 1 million of credit and 9 locations of something, there's 100,000 a month income to you the rest of your life. That's what you didn't do. You should have done it since day one. But again, you're getting older, slower, you're not as pretty as you used to be. When I set up the credit files for the corporation's tax IDs, we daisy chain credit first, then we get tax IDs when we ask for separate billing. If you want division process, you can get 3, 9, or 12. So take a picture. This is with or without credit. 3, 9, or 12. Because I want to partner with you, and I want you to partner with me, this is where I allow you to get 9. all right, at $999 tonight only. That means I lose 81 bucks because I want to partner with you. There's no money in it. It's just to get the division process. So again, what do? If we want 9, we want basically what? 18, 36, 72. Take a picture. This is something that's good tonight. No, not tomorrow. This is not procrastinator time. This is you do it or you don't. It is a Zell, now. If you got to call the office, there's the number. 800-254-9506. If they use a card, don't be surprised they charge you 5% more. Operators stand you by. Call now. See, your choice is to understand how to play my way. A division decides to have a corp, and division 100 decides to have 3 babies, 101 A, B, and C. And we do it again and again and again. Then we create subdivisions. Subdivisions actually create credit files too. We're going to build up to $100,000 to $1 million of credit to the corporation. The ability to play the game to win. And that's the ultimate goal. We want to win the game of business. And that's what we're trying to get to. So every division and subdivision, that's the goal. And that's the goal. What do? So let's think about something tonight. If I'm on the phone with you every other week telling you what needs to be done, you can ask all the questions, and I'm coaching you, and we're going to partner together to put you in an escrow. You will get 25, 50 to 75% of that escrow. But it's up to you. It's always been up to you. You've never had a chance to do this before. Here's a chance you get to play with a guy that's actually done it. And I don't pass you to my team. My team will help us, but you're stuck with me. I don't have excuses. See, that's when I wrote that book years ago called Bullshit Doesn't Pay Your Bills. There's a lot of bullshit in this world. Sorry, but that's just very true. We have the chance to change our lives. But again, the chance is very simple. If we follow through, the ultimate goal is what we get to do. Every division will build a credit file. Every division will be a line of defense. We have a bad location, like I had a Shakey's that burnt down part of it because a building next door caught on fire. We got rid of the Shakey's. No, I took the division, I disconnect, isolate, incorporate. And that's what we got to do. We have to separate pieces. We have the ability to change our lives, but we have to understand how it works. I don't think you took the time to understand how the world works. I think you basically you just let life drive you instead of you driving life and dissecting it some more. That's my goal. I want to dissect things and understand how it worked. And that's what I did for myself. I wanted to dissect it. Winning the game of business was important to me because I didn't want to lose. I turned it into a game to play, to never bring the pain home. Let's think something today. All right, when I turned around, I had a problem. 1987, 88 problem. I got $53 million of credit cards. They're shrinking my limits because I'm not using them all. See, I didn't collect baseball cards. I collect credit cards. But I wrote a book called Buckets of Money. What did I do? I took 4.6 million out of the group of 53 million, and I created 41 divisions. I loaned out $10,000, all right, to private people under C-191D. That created $190,000 a month. That's what I created, and it's in the book called Buckets of Money. Teach you how to do it as well. My next matrix was 16 million. Next to that was 32 million. You see, I wanted to create an income. I knew if I had an income, cash flow fee per time, I'd have my time freed up. That's why I put it in my book, in the original, Winning the Game of Business. I don't have excuses. I don't like excuses. And when someone has to think about it, then you're not going to play with me. You make a decision because you feel it's the right decision. You do it now, or you just go do something else. I don't want procrastinators to play it. All right? We have a problem with people doing that, like Bill last week. We had 2 people pulled out of an escrow because they weren't ready. They said they were. They did not. They said they had things set up. They were not. There's no BS in between in an escrow. 190,000 a month's real. That was in 98, by the way, in that matrix. The goal is to repackage you, kind of like Humpty Dumpty. If we do this correctly, it's like anything else. You're going to be a member of Analytical 750. You have to be. Credit Karma should be fired. They have no phone number to help you. They only give you 2 agencies anyway. Here's your 10 steps to basically 750 score. You will follow through, and I'll go through them with you step by step. you're stuck with me. Analytical, I like to fire Credit Karma. I think they're in violation of the Fair Business Practice Act. They have no phone number to help you. That's not fair to anybody. That's why they call it the Fair Business Practices Act. I'll be challenging that this year. Analytical, for 25 bucks a month, they give you all 3 scores. And then they call you every 46 days to tell you what to do. They boss you around again and again like I like. So you want to take that 25 bucks and sell it like now, or call the office right away. It's simple. Now, what they're going to do is analyze your credit, tell you what to do. Now, next, we're doing the basically helping them, coaching them, Dun & Bradstreet. The Experian, Treasury, and Equifax reports as well for business. Their new app's coming out to be able to analyze everybody and help them. The truth, won't that be nice when it sets you free? That's the goal. So you might want to sell that 25 bucks or call the office right away and become a member of analytical750.com. He says he's homeless. I don't believe him. He's in his jammies. He's in a dirty shirt. All right. I lost my job. I got 2 kids. Okay. Well, are you homeless or not homeless? You look like you're homeless, but again, lost your job, have 2 kids, go to the church for the food, drive Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, have a garage sale. I think the rest is BS. I came out of a coma in 2011. My wife and kids in the car, we went to our house. Didn't realize that my wife's POA that she signed stole my $3.7 billion. There I am in a coma. I got to die and come back and help you. Then I had to tell my story. But I had 3 divisions of me and 5 closet divisions. See, I bought my wife her dream house next again, and I built $1 million of credit in 6 weeks. Why do people stay down when they don't have to? Because they didn't plan the problem. They didn't plan the problem and have buckets of money. It's like my book was called Buckets of Money. Our choices are simple. I like to make you a money-making machine. This means we're going to do it my way for a while. You had your chance. I think most of you blew it. Dun & Bradstreet, OPM money, supply and vendor credit. You jacked up all your credit cards, take a picture here. Supply can turn into up to $51,000 of safety credit. Supply turns into cash, pays off your debts. Repackage you, solution for problem. There's the goal. Always a solution for a problem. Sell on Amazon and eBay. Now, I'm going to repackage you. Then I'm going to go after the Green Spark card for the corporation. But they fluctuate on personal cards, on personal credit. The only card there shows up on personal, the rest never show up. But I still want it because it's a great card. We're going to get you the 100,000 probably, or 30,000s. How about 160 times 9? How about we do B of A 3 cards times 9? Wells Fargo 4 cards times 9. Chase 5 times 9. How about the American Express card times 9? Then we're going to position ourselves to the bank, and I'm going to show you how to do that as well. The bank. We're going to get a line of credit up to $150,000 with no tax return up to $150,000. They want a 2-year corporate, 2-year divisions, or both. So that's up to $5.4 million now on just a checkbook money. If you do what you're told within 36 months, you got $10 million of credit. See, you got to finance the dream because you never had the money anyway. Who's going to give me money as a kid? Nobody loved me. Nobody wanted me. I was just shit in the corner. But I created millions and billions because I wanted to know how to create it myself. But again, it's a choice. So we get to have the puppet master time. What do? 100,000 in credit. Usually they charge 10%. Most people, most companies, 10% for 100 grand, no problem. But again, for me, I like to give you half off because I want to save you some money. 5,000 for 100 grand if it was done tonight. If it's done tomorrow, go back to the 10%. I'm not on commission. I don't get a paycheck. I can discount as much as I can. There's your first 100,000 for you and the corporation. If all of a sudden we want 100,000 for personal and business, then I'm going to turn around and say what? $6,999 for 200,000 of credit. That's 100,000 for you and 100,000 for the corporation. Now we got the money to go get the honey and the glory too. That's an opportunity for you. But again, it's a Zell. And all you got to do is call the office or scan that QR code tonight. That's all you got to do. See, we're here to help you. But again, you're going to have to pick up the phone or do something to help yourself. Money-making machine, auto income. Your time. I don't think you know about your time. I think your time controls you. I'm up every day at 2:25 because I want to be here at 4 o'clock. I like my 2 hours of freedom. In other words, nobody bugs me till 6. All right. I like that peaceful time. It's good. I get to do a lot of work. What do we get to do? Simple. Get up earlier tomorrow. Become a puppet master. Be like a Shaq. Be like a Buffett. Be like a Reynolds. Simple. We got choices. Boring and steady. Boring and steady. If we do this correctly, we get to play the game. And that's the ultimate goal. Isn't winning the game of business what we're supposed to do for all of us? Winning the game of business is what I created for me. It got in millions and billions of dollars, and that was the ultimate goal. And I just wanted to help other people do the same thing. And I realized when I partner with somebody, they're stuck with me. That way they get an income. Did you take your picture? There's your future. Anything else to me is BS. Anything else, you didn't do it before you met me. There's your future. Partner with me and I'll get you where you want to go. I'll do the work for you and with you, but I don't have excuses. It will take 100,000. Why don't we take it from the corporate credit? Why don't we finance and offset the taxes? Let's not take the money from the family and hurt the family like most of you have done in the past. We can't hurt the family anymore. We're going to want to ask you a question. Would you like 25, 50, or 75% of a project? Do you want part of a Wendy's, storage unit, laundromat, dry cleaner? You want an apartment conversion? Hey, we're going to buy a hotel and convert it as well like Linda did. You want one of those? Again, that makes $30 to $50 million. Are you ready to change your life and do what needs to be done? Or are you going to go sit there and go, beep, like you've done most of your life? Sorry, but it's true. You have choices. Choices are simple. You can partner with me. Okay, if you don't, I'm going to say you blew it. You're all on the list tonight, and if you're on that list and you're going to partner up, you have to make a decision tonight to do it. If you don't do it, I'm going to say you blew it. They're going to remove you from the list. I need serious people to get into an escrow. So there's your checklist. If you're not serious, then this is not for you. Here's a way you can keep your business, what you're doing, whatever you do, that's fine. But here's an auto income process. Auto income works every time. And that way you can get up to that 5,000, 10,000, 100,000 a month through the division process. 29,000, it's 30 grand, just round it out, 30,000 bucks. $30,000. Okay, prices are changing, going back to what they used to be. Tonight it is $19,999. And yes, I got John and I got Bill here say last week I offered it for 10. Bill and John, you didn't get off your ass as to do it at 10. So the reality is, if you're not going to make a decision, why would I give you the same price tonight? So I'm going to challenge these two. Tonight, whoever does to partner with me, tonight, no excuses. You make that commitment. It is a $10,000 investment. You call that office and you tell them I said 10,000 will be okay tonight. And if you got to put a deposit and work out something tomorrow, you do that. But if you're not serious, then you're not here to play with me. I need serious people. And that's what I need in my escrows in July, August, and September. 3-day summit, June 27th, 28th, 29th. Very simple. This is how you learn to be the puppet master. We're going to go through the 18 books and CDs. Summit by itself is $5,000. 50,000 of credit is $5,000. Here you get them both for the same $5,000. If you partner with me, that's free. And every one of them I do this whole year. The whole year. So you might get 3 to 4 more of these at no extra cost. But it's an opportunity. You can scan it. You can call the office. The blueprint call has to be done. I need to spend an hour with you on the phone with your partner of life. I need a blueprint past, present, and future. Tax problem, all right? Did you ever file a tax problem? You have a bankruptcy? You have what problem with Chase or American Express? I need to know the answers. I can't build you a blueprint for success without the answers. So we have to understand. Blueprint is $1,999. Tonight, it is $999 if you want me just to blueprint you. You basically use that barcode. If you do it tonight, you get the blueprint call for free. Free, if you partner with me. That's how it works. So let's understand as we play this game to win. There's a barcode just to buy the blueprint by itself. What do? Some people say, Ray, I just want to get my feet wet a little bit. Then do a mini coaching. A couple of blueprint calls. 10,000 in credit. All right, I discount it to $19.99. Then we look at another type of coaching. Maybe it's 6 weeks. See, these, mini coaches in 6 weeks and all the other type of coaching here, they don't partner with me. They just want me to coach their own business. Okay, I'll coach what you do. So from there, that's $4,000 for the 6 weeks, $25,000 of credit. If all of a sudden tonight we want literally daisy chain credit and we want 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, then we get into that. It's simple. 3 months of coaching, we're going to daisy chain credit. We're going to project sales. We're going to have a bi-weekly call, and we're going to charge you $5,000 for 3 months. We're going to get you $50,000 in credit as a bonus. 6 months of coaching is $10,000, but it comes with $100,000 of credit. 1 year of coaching is $20,000, and it comes with $200,000 of credit, the goal. Now, if I build you too much money or credit, you can always put it in a bridge loan. It's what I had to do with that $53 million of credit to save it. You can put $5,000 in a bridge loan that costs you $50 a month on a card, and you get to make $609. So now you make $550 off the 50. Again, you can have a bucket of $5,000, $10,000, all right, $25,000. It repays you back, and it almost gives you 1.5 times your money. You put card or cash into a program like a bridge loan. It creates an income is what it does, but it's up to you. That's always when we look at the American Express. I like Stellar Bank, I like Chase, and I like American Express up to $250,000 of line of credit. But again, they use the gateway like American Express uses the Platinum card. They only give you one of these. So that means you get one up to $250. If you have divisions, multiply them. Each division will need a separate tax ID. And that way you can get each one of these separate as well. And that's the ultimate goal, how you basically build another one after another one. You see, at the end of the day, you got to understand how to build the credit my way, since I help set up the system anyway. A $250,000 credit, we have to use my bank accounts for you. We have to partner up. Unless you have $100,000 in and out of your accounts like I do and more, let me know. If you do, you don't need that, I'll guide you. If you don't have it, I'll tie in my bank accounts as we partner up. But I charge $5,000 to do that. And then I'll charge you for the credit after I pop it for you, up to $250, 10%. So again, another way to create money to go get the honey. That's the goal. See, now you have a chance to partner with somebody who's done it many, many times. And his clients will always tell you to do it. And there's your Zelle. There's the office phone number 2. 800-254-9506. What is our goal tonight? Very simple. It's an opportunity to see if you want to partner with somebody that's actually created it all and has over 33 million millionaire clients and 31 billionaires. But again, it's a choice. You have an opportunity to partner with me, but it's a commitment tonight. My escrows are running fast and ready to go, and I don't need someone thinking about it. They have to make a decision. They have to be serious about it. And that's what has to happen. They have to be serious people, do serious things. But then your question will be, would you like 25, 50, or 75%? How much of a storage unit complex would you like? How much of a Wendy's would you like? An apartment complex, a hotel conversion, or something like this? But again, we do all the work. We're the management company for you, and that's what happens. So the ability to look behind that curtain every time, every step of the way, and that's the ultimate goal. So tonight you have the ability to call the office, Zelle, all right, take the QR code, do something. It's a commitment. I'm looking for serious people, all right, to do serious things in a business and put you in a partnership with me and get to this goal. And the ultimate goal is up to you, me. I'm going to do my best. Jesus is going to do the rest. Amen to that too. Your chance is very simple tonight. Dexter has a question. Okay, what is Dexter's question? Okay.
Hello, can you hear me?
Dexter, what's your question?
Yeah, so pretty much I'm in a millionaire in the making. I was just wondering if instead of getting a 25,000 line of credit at the end of the 3 months, could that go towards the balance of me trying to get into the partnership?
There's many ways to do that. I know, Dexter, you're a client. You're also with one of the reps as well. We're going to work whatever program that works for you to get you auto income. Let's understand, auto income, I will die to that day I die. I will say auto income. You got to do this way, get a piece of something and not bring the pain home. All right. We cannot bring the pain home. This is where men have to be men and women have to be women and man up and woman up. This is something for the family. That's why my whole thing's always been is don't bring the pain home to the family ever. And that's where auto income came in. A lot of people don't like boring and steady businesses. I like them because they're bringing the income to free up my time. I could play any other type of business at the same time. So, you work with whatever you have to do with your specialist, what needs to be done. Right now, I'm trying to gather 10 people in an escrow right now, tonight from this big group. I need 10 people to do it because I want them to understand something. They're going to be part of a new escrows in July, August, and September. I'm going to have more opportunities than I have bodies. And that's a good thing, but it is, I run fast and hard and quick, and that's our goal. So if you had to, it's like anything today. Here's Mitch. Mitch wants to put $2,000 down tonight and $8,000 tomorrow. Like I said, Mitch, put a deposit down tonight now so you're serious. It's terrible. I'm blunt, and as my clients know, I'm blunt to the point, and I tell it like it is. All right, you do it. All right, you follow through. Or, what can I say? Half the world's lazy. All I know is having 33 millionaire clients is because for 49 years, I never screwed anybody out of money. I put them in a business. And that's what I'm doing today. I need those 10 people right away. But it's a tonight thing because I need to run, and I run pretty damn fast. You got to keep up with me because I don't slow myself down for you. You got to run with me. That's the goal. Okay, is there any more questions? Believe me, we'll open the mic. All right, I like someday someone to get on here and challenge the hell out of me about knowledge. See, you got to realize this is boring for me. Okay. All right. Yes. Answer away. Ask away. Did you turn them up?
Is this to me, Maureen?
Yes, it
There's
is.
a gentleman ahead of me.
No, he already got done. What's your question?
Okay. Can you talk a little bit, Ray, about daisy chaining? Because I got my I'm in the baby steps here. I've got my 3 divisions, just
Okay.
got proof of publication and all that.
Right.
I've been talking to my representative who told me to get those attached to my
Bank
LLC
account.
at the bank.
Right.
Before I get a federal, before I get the EINs.
Okay. Let's stop right there.
Okay, okay.
Here's the bank. Okay. In 1996, I sued all the banks. Literally, I had to sue them all. Banks wanted you to have bank accounts for divisions. And I said, no, it's not the law. It's not the law. I fought. They all told me I was the biggest piece of whatever. And the reality is I won the case. Banks must put a division on a bank account, period. So understand what they wanted to do. Separate bank accounts, that's separate fees for them, right? But then the other problem is the average balance builds lines of credit. An average, and just think about it, average balance builds lines of credit. If I got all these accounts, where's the hell the money? It's all spread out. How do I have a good average balance? It takes $1,000 to get basically 50,000 of credit average balance. It takes 2,000 for 100. It takes 3,000 for 150. How do I get that when I'm trying to build a business? I can't. Divisions on the same bank account, same account, allows us to have the divisions, have average balance. We get to go every direction to build lines of credit. Daisy chain is simple. You take an American Express application, or after you get the American Express, they offer you 99 more cards. They offer it to you. Then when you get to 99, it says right there in the things I show in the workshops, where this is a courtesy card, this is a division card, this is an employee card. Let's think about daisy chaining like you did for an authorized user. You take your card, you get an authorized user, or you're an authorized user. That's, to me, against everything. I said, no way, no way, no way. That hurts people, okay? I don't mind rolling the dice as a division. As a consumer, hell no. If I take a credit card from the corporation and I ask for additional cards, all right, I need 3 to 5 payments, because what happens is I build a credit file for the divisions and the corp for you on the dashboard. If I ask for separate billing, that means I need a separate tax ID. You don't need tax IDs for divisions until you daisy chain credit. Okay, so again, the bank's going to offer you to add all these divisions, which is great. We don't want separate billing on these until we daisy chain the card. These are $100,000 cards. So if I take one card and get 9 more, and I ask for separate billing or reapply, that 9 times 100,000 is $1 million of credit. That's a loan off of American Express card. There's only 10 great credit cards I like. The rest I think suck. There's only 10 I like. I mean, like I said, the rest are just terrible. Daisy chaining a card is getting the same card to each division because each division is a legal person. What you have to break down is understand a corporation is a legal what? Person. And I have to always give that disclaimer, not here to be CPA or attorney. A division under the corp, your name's not on the division. So I can set up a line of defense. The only way to bulletproof yourself is a line of defense with division process. So if a division screws up like a bank or a grocery store or a city, they can bankrupt the piece, bankrupt the debt, and keep all the assets. That's where you got to tie in how to disconnect the division. Has to be UCC1 and tax ID. We have to understand how to do this separately to separate the pieces. This is our problem. We have to learn the daisy chain. Here's the problem at the end of the day. God gave me every piece that's out there. Everything you listen to are little pieces. And a lot of times they're stealing it from me, they're ex-clients. I got the whole piece to give you, but then it's 1,000 steps, rules, and tools. It'll take 1,000 steps for you to master this and hear it again and again and again. We don't learn on the first try. We learn in learning repetition. How do we apply the knowledge? Like going to the bank. People go to the bank and they add the divisions, and here's Santos, I taught him how to do this. Talk to them in the bank and get the division and corporate open up. We have to tell the banker what to do because they took the teller to turn him into a manager. And they don't know what they're doing half the time. So now we have divisions on a bank account average balance. Then we want to daisy chain the card, one card to the next card. Pretend this way. Here's a husband and wife. They have 10 kids. How many kids? 10. Each one of them is a what? Division, and they daisy chain credit to their kids. It's the same process. But again, that's how you set it up. Again, we have to have that foundation. If you would have had a division screw up versus the corporate you would have never brought the pain home to you or your family. Everything I do is about don't bring the damn pain home. Didn't have a family as a kid, and I got my wife and kids. I'll die before I let someone hurt my family, period. We got to fight to that pain. That's the goal. Okay?
Thank you.
Find an opportunity. Could you present them to you and see if it's something you would like to partner with them? I'm going to tell you the answer is no. I'm sorry, I'm not going to partner with anything you bring to me. I'm not going to. You cannot get me off track. I'm not going to partner with you. Will you come up with some other opportunity? That's fantastic for you. I'll coach you for you to get that to work. But for me, hell no, sorry. I got to stay to my course. I got to stay to the people that basically get into escrows and do this because I'm not going to get off track. So hopefully it answers your question to the next person who asks that question. All right, what other question we got? Fire away.
Hello, Wade. I hope I'm not interrupting anybody here. My name is Jose. I'm calling from Miami.
All right.
And here's the question for you. I understand that you are considering people to put an escrow through an LLP, limited liability partnership, and through an escrow. But here's my the question that I don't seem to connect. Okay, I look boring businesses, laundromats, car washes, all that good stuff. But if you want to participate in a portion of it, how do we maintain a follow-up of these companies and where they're going to be located? How is the process? Because obviously, to be able to jump in, even if it's with credit through American Express or through daisy chaining and everything, how do we make sure that the business is running? Who's going to give us reports of the profits? Because it's going to vary every month. And that's one of the main concerns I have.
Okay, well, let's stop that. First of all, the LLP I'm doing going public is what I'm doing with that organization. I already put 10 million to there to go public. Your corporate and your division is part of this, period. We will not close escrow on any business unless it has a P&L. We won't close escrow unless we go through an escrow, and we want proven track record. Okay? Laundromats are good, but they're not great. Car washers are better. They make a lot damn more money. Okay? Storage units, they're phenomenal. Controlling up to 40% of those in the past in California. They just make you damn more money. Okay? Apartment complexes, yes. Okay, when it comes to that. So as we position businesses, Your opportunity will be, here's 3 types to go into. This is what it makes, and this is what you'd have to put in. Here's what happens in an escrow. Escrow needs 200,000. Okay, I partner with basically, let's say Bill and Susie on a storage unit. They wanted half of it. I built enough credit, they bought their half the deposit. We close escrow. Their division is getting $17,350 a month for the rest of its life. Storage units are boring as hell and they don't change. The value of the property changes, that's it. Okay, a Wendy's restaurant doesn't change much. It's the same boring thing. Okay, it's boring and steady of money. You brought up laundromat. I wrote the first book on friggin' laundromats years ago. Laundromats are not my favorite. But if I'm going to own one, I own all 3. There's 3 on the corners, one there, one there, one there. I want all 3 of those. Okay, a laundromat's going to make you between $3,000 to $6,000 a month. I don't want a laundromat. Okay, I want a car wash. The car wash will make that and more with less headaches. Again, these are the topics. There's 10 businesses I've done all my life. And what happens is we're going to look at the ones to go after. Storage unit is number 1. Hotel conversion to basically help military get off the damn street. Number 2, because I get grant money up to $100,000 a month, period. Hotels converted like we did Linda. Linda's got the Hyatt in Texas converted to, now it's the Blueprint apartments. This is getting 100 homeless people or military off the streets, 100 vets, 100 days. That's a moneymaker. We tie in profit and nonprofit. Storage unit, laundromats. Laundromats is my last, period. I mean,
Are these companies that have been established for it's already and they have trailing 12, or you can analyze the profits and everything else year by year?
We're going to make sure that it's 3 to 5 years old. It's through P&L. It goes through our forensic accountants and everything else. And again, you brought up laundromat as first. That's last on the list. Okay. Car wash is more important than a damn laundromat. Okay. So it's like, you know, these are the things we look at. All right. Apartment complex, say 4-plex, yes. Never less than a 4-plex. Say home, hell no. I got tired of flippity dippity doos when I was 21. It's a pain in the ass. And the buyer's a liar, the agent, the broker, all this crap. And it's the same headache if you bought a 4-plex or an apartment complex. So we're looking at big deals. I mean, I'm going to buy Jack in the Boxes and Wendy's restaurants left and right. Because why? They're just a moneymaker. They don't change. They don't change. They go up in pandemics, but they didn't change much. Apartment complex doesn't change. Storage unit doesn't change. Okay, again, car wash doesn't change. Laundromat and dry cleaning, things like that. These are good little businesses. But again, what we do is we look at your neighborhood where you're at and find out basically what you're driving by. Do you want to own a piece of it? And that's what we've always done. So again, these things are going to, I'll say vetted or whatever you want to call it. We're not going to go into an escrow that takes a risk, but we're also going to have insurance behind it as well. Okay. We're going to make sure we don't buy a lousy location. But has there been a lousy location? Hell yeah. I had 2 of them. Okay. I had 2 of them literally, all right, through an escrow and everything else, and they turned out to be bad because the seller literally cloned the same business down the street. So we bought a business with an NDA, he can't compete with us, and he still screwed us under his sister. We had to sue him. Okay, this is the crap you got to deal with sometimes. But again, out of all these locations over the years, we don't have problems with them. Escrow, escrow, escrow. We don't do private sell ever. Okay, but again, you're taking corporate credit and part of that into an entity and getting a return on your money. The worst thing could happen is that location burned down like one of mine half did, and I had to get rid of the division. Okay, the greatest gift you got is each location you can disconnect, isolate, incorporate. If it screws up, you get to bankrupt a piece and go get more pieces. So this is the problem. Everybody wants to put all their eggs in one basket. I'm talking 9 divisions, 9 cards, 9 times, 10 cards, 10 times, and I'm talking 9 friggin' locations. You're going to have a shitty one. Live with it. Write it off. You got 9 other ones. You get 8 of those ones that are good. Okay, is shit going to happen? Hell yes. All right, there's no magic wand. There's no guarantee in this world, but period, besides you're going to get an income. Okay, again, that's the bottom line. We go through an escrow, so that's how it works. Would you do someone serious to start cash cow who's down and out, starting stuck, nothing and stuck? Let's understand, Douglas. I have 16 people coming out of jail right now. I help people all the time. All right, how the hell you think got Freeway Ricky Dicky Roth $3 million of credit after 20 freaking years in prison. All right. Thomas was 26 years in prison. I help people all the time. But again, will I put them in a partnership? Not until they're built up. Billy was on the damn ground outside B of A. So whatever we go through, I don't care if you drive Uber, Lyft, or DoorDash or do something. As long as you're going to work towards it, I'll work out a payment arrangement with anybody. But if you want the world for free, hell no. All right. I got food trucks. I won't feed homeless unless they hand me cans and bottles, period. They get in line for food, no can and bottle, out of the line, period. My other side of it, washer, dryer, and a shower. You want a shower, you want a washer, dryer, bring me cans. If you're not willing to do something for that event or that activity, hell no. Okay? This is not a free ride in this world. I was homeless. I had to have a freaking trash can. All right? I know the shit to live with. So again, I'm going to fight for it. If someone's not willing to fight, they want a free ride, hell no. You willing to work your ass off? Hell yes. But that's just me. Okay? I'm going to tell like it is. I got nothing to lose and everything in the game. Hell, I don't have to work. God gave me a vision. I want to treat this world. I want to change it. The world is wrong, wrong, wrong. I'm right. Okay, that's how I look at it every day. I tell my team every morning, they're wrong, I'm right. My way works. Their way sucks. Every one of you get a question. Look at what you did. You brought the damn pain home because you didn't do it my way. Okay, now you're going to think, well, let me think, what if I don't make money? My programs always make money. Will you make $10,000 a month on the first one? Maybe not. Maybe make 20. Maybe make 6. You're going to make something. When you don't make something, I buy you out. Get the hell out of my way because you're slowing me down. See, you got to realize this. If we buy, say, storage unit or whatever, or laundromat, which is on the bottom of the list, we're going to leverage that into more money to get the next one and the next one. Okay? There are big laundromats coming out, or $500,000. Money makers, deliveries, all kinds of fun stuff. A shitty location, I can redo it into a great location. But again, it's up to you. Any other questions tonight? All right, you had a chance tonight. I hope you did it. You won it. I needed 10 people to play with me. It's very simple. If you did not do it tonight, sorry, you're probably not going to be on the list from there. You got a chance. It's up to you to fight through the pain. I'm here to hold your hand. Find somebody online 6 days a week like I am, who's literally every Saturday dedicated for 49 years helping people. 49 years, online and in person. And someone always gives me the excuse, well, I didn't know any better. Bullshit. I've been out there 49 years. Where the hell you been? I'll call you out on a check. Your choice is to understand how to play my way for a while. You had your chance. I think you blew it. All right. Have a great and blessed day. We'll see you next time.